What is going on, everyone? Xeno Productions here. Welcome back to another video. So today I'm double uploading today here on Monday, June 15th, because we have a lot of Xbox news coming from E3. Once again, I've been watching E3 and I actually got some more info about a new controller coming to Xbox One. Now there's an article, the link for it is in the description if you want to read along with me. It's by Ars Technica. And it's called Microsoft Unveils New Xbox One Elite Controller, and we've held it. So there is a new controller for Xbox One called the Elite Controller, basically like a professional scuff controller, whatever you want to call it. So I have a huge article here to read, and I'm going to read it along with you guys and show some pictures at the end. So, what has changed? A lot, and much more than the updated standard controller. For starters, the controller has 4 paddle buttons on the back, which replicate other normal buttons. They're reachable by middle and ring fingers, meaning Microsoft has finally replaced the third-party offerings that led players to keep their thumbs in the joysticks at all times. The paddles are also removable and replaceable as the controller's D-pad and twin joysticks, meaning players can switch between concave and convex joystick tops to suit their preferences. The Elite controller will ship with a total of 3 joystick heads along with 2 lengths of paddle and 2 types of a D-pad, and it will come in a handsome carrying case which will also include a high-speed USB cable like the updated standard controller. The Elite controller also includes a 3.5mm headset jack and will also be compatible with Windows 10. The heavier controller benefits from a soft-touch plastic paint topcoat, which two-shot process of manufacturing supposedly means none of its materials will fade in color, along with a new steel construction that, combined with a low-friction resin, guarantees a zero-war joystick. Microsoft engineers who spoke with Ars bragged that the zero-wear claim was actually filtered by the company's legal wrath. The other major hardware difference is a hair trigger dial that lets players adjust how they must press the 2 buttons together before the system recognizes the press as full. But this little tweak is only the beginning of the Elite controller's crazy sensitive options. The next article is called There's an App for That, and says the Elite controller will launch with an app that players will be able to use any kinds of controller adjustments, of all which will be saved on the controller's firmware. The most basic option is the ability to reassign controller buttons wherever a user desires, and because that change exists on the controller itself as opposed to within the console settings, Microsoft engineers insist that this will reduce any lag caused by button reassignments. If you're concerned about cheating, rest assured the new controllers will not support any macro or button combo options. The feature will probably be most useful with the new paddle buttons, as players want to have different paddle control options for various games. And the new Xbox One controller app will support up to 255 custom button setups. Players can assign exactly to 2 setups of their controller on the fly, which means that they can toggle between those during the active game session. The quick swap option will also be particularly useful thanks to the ability to edit and fine-tune the controller's analog joystick and analog trigger sensitivity. Want to have the joystick speed changed at a slower rate, a granular pace for the 3/4 of movement of the line for the first person sniping shot, and then go way back to the speed to the last fourth whenever you spin around and take out a nearby melee foe. By all means, want to have a more ramped up approach to full speed on triggers for a racing game, jack it up. The controllers will let you have kind of analog motion curves, and for funness it will also let you have it will also let you dim the Xbox One if you think it's too bright. Unfortunately, I didn't get to test a new controller in any Xbox One games, but I did hold it for a while and pen my gameplay, and added weight was enough to make the controller feel sustainable, not controllable. With the no-slip grip so nicely in my hands, I kinda wish Microsoft changed the default exterior of all the controllers. It wasn't that into the dial D-pad option, though I did ever really want to switch from the current Xbox One D-pad concave joysticks tops, but the other controller paddles, man, they sure feel cozy, and we can imagine getting at least the slightest bit better as a console FPS with one of the profiles from above. The controller's price is not expected to be announced during E3 week. While its release window should be upgraded from the vague by the end of this year. We should have our hands on time with the controller. So, a lot of information, guys. A lot of information. Let me know what you think about this controller. Here's some pictures of the controller. They show all the joysticks and the paddles, and it's crazy, guys. The joysticks and the paddles. Look in the back of the controller. There's a bunch of paddles and like green buttons and battery pack. It looks like maybe, and that's what it looks like from the front. Look at that funky looking D-pad. I mean, I don't know what's going on, guys, but it looks pretty nice, and it's heavy, and it's a professional awesome controller. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I will see you guys all later in another brand new video. Once again, this all come from E3. I did not make any of this. This is from the article that's in the link in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I will see you guys all later with another brand new video. Take care. Have a nice day. And goodbye.